Life is water. Water is life. No matter what we are, who we are, or where we live, we're all dependent on water for life. Our little blue planet, third from the sun, is 70% covered by water. Water is present in the clouds above, in the ground below, in our prehistoric ice caps, in our majestic rivers, pristine lakes, and awe-inspiring oceans. All these different forms of water, all interconnected in the fabric of life.
Meaning what we do to one affects them all.
Our planet's oceans and large lakes are the lifeblood for all living things. With more than 243,000 kilometers of coasts along 3 oceans, the Pacific, Arctic, and Atlantic, Canada has the world's longest coastline. Added to this number is 9,500 kilometers along our equally impressive Great Lakes. In total, we have more than 5 million square kilometers of marine waters. Think about it. That's a lot of water and a lot of responsibility.
Canada is the country that's got the longest coastline of any in the world. And it's not just long, but it's complex. There are a lot of different geological features. There's a lot of different climates around Canada, obviously. And we've got 3 different oceans that we're part of. So in that sense, we've got a lot of unique things coming together, and they create very different living conditions. Even from 10 kilometres from one point to the other, you've actually got very different living conditions for a whole range of animals. So there's a very complex and enormous collection of environments that's part of this country's ocean heritage. So national marine conservation areas are a way for us to celebrate that and to protect it and to raise awareness about the importance of it. And in the end, really, what they should be doing is factoring into what Canadians think about when they think Canada. Canada is not just a line on a map that defines a land boundary, it's actually a very complex and very unique and very beautiful marine environment as well. That's world-class without a doubt, because it takes up so much of the world.
The ecosystems that live and thrive in these bodies of waters are diverse, productive, and extremely precious to all of us. Water has played a major role in shaping our history and economy. We all have a national and international responsibility to protect areas of our water for present and future generations.
Taimai lang upigi ya kakaptigo imang. Taimali ataatamnud. Okajawin nakpalawama imak annan naktumariumat upigi narlugu. Imirtavulunit uvalunit atoktavul. Aguna sugbigi waktavul taman tareo. Upin naktumariumat. Kauyimai naktutigo piroksabluta kisiani litaimu ublumiuloktok. Canada miulukta kauyimai ya kalamata kanok akso nakti mga imak. Ammalo kanok anyan nakti mga imak. Ujjero sugia kalakmata tamanna imak piyun ne galokpat nunabut akuniung itok sokok pallel gayak.
Along with other government organizations such as Environment Canada and Fisheries and Oceans Canada, Parks Canada is committed to conserving ocean and freshwater environments. Together, they're creating a family of federal marine protected areas. Together, they're taking on a great challenge and a great responsibility.
You might ask yourself, why is Parks Canada getting involved in marine conservation? Just look around, take it all in. These places of beauty and wilderness that protect our natural landforms, vegetation, and wildlife have long been a part of our Canadian identity and our country's soul. Can you imagine even one of our national parks not being here for our children or for their children? Well, the same goes for the National Marine Conservation Areas. Parks Canada is creating National Marine Conservation Areas, or NMCAs, for the same reason they created a wondrous system of national parks, so they'll always be here for us and for those who follow. Parks Canada's contribution will eventually come to symbolize the amazing diversity of Canada's Great Lake and ocean's ecosystems. These irreplaceable bodies of water are welcome newcomers to their already established and celebrated network of nationally significant places that help us, as Canadians, to discover and understand our natural and cultural heritage. There are already NMCAs in place to explore and enjoy, with more planned. The Great Lakes and Canada's oceans have been divided into 29 marine regions, each one quite different from the other. A chosen portion within each of these regions will be designated as NMCAs. Individually, these national marine conservation areas will be made up of a combination of physical, biological, and oceanographic characteristics, and may include estuaries, islands, and coastal lands. The program's ultimate goal is to create a vibrant national system of NMCAs, where each area is a distinct, representative example of the region's amazing diversity and marine heritage. Managed in partnership for the benefit, education, and enjoyment of generations to come, they'll be a source of pride for all Canadians and for all who visit them from around the world.
Canada in the world is seen as a natural destination, one with an abundance in outdoor experiences for people to enjoy. With that, what we have today, we have a responsibility to ensure that we conserve it for future generations. The Marine Conservation Areas has that opportunity to conserve our oceans and our lakes for future generations to enjoy.
Each National Marine Conservation Area is a gateway to unlocking the incredible mysteries of nature. A natural laboratory for learning and discovery, and a marine playground for fun and adventure.
Because all these human activities are welcomed within the boundaries of NMCAs, their success depends on how effectively conservation practices can be united with all these activities.
Activities such as recreation, shipping, and commercial fishing will be allowed. But activities such as ocean dumping of toxic material, undersea mining, and oil and gas exploration and development will not be allowed.
National Marine Conservation Areas give us a greater appreciation for our oceans and Great Lakes. They further our understanding of human and natural changes to marine environments, and they show us the way to solutions to the problems that they face.
I think people are very much understanding the fact that our marine environments, not only around Canada, but the oceans of the world are in trouble. And you just have to look at some of the latest scientific research that has been published. Some of it has come out from scientists in Canada. One of the most recent one is that only 10% of the large fish species in the world are left. So we have fished out of all of the oceans of the world 90% of the largest fish. And so that has to tell you that we are having a major impact then on the web of life in the oceans, and that we have to do something to protect it.
It's impossible to put a fence around a national marine conservation area to either keep things in or to keep things out. Even though each NMCA has clearly marked boundaries you can see on a map, they're fluid and are in constant motion, along with many of their inhabitants, making them extremely vulnerable to harmful activities near and far from them.
Il y a beaucoup de pression qui s'exerce sur le milieu marin. Je me considère privilégiée d'avoir pu, toute jeune, être en contact direct avec un milieu aussi riche puis aussi diversifié que celui-là. Une aire de conservation marine, c'est un milieu qui bouge, mais sur lequel nous aussi, on a de l'influence. Et avec un espace comme ça, bien, peut-être que c'est ce qui va permettre à mes petits-enfants, par exemple, de pouvoir un jour bénéficier du milieu marin, comme moi j'ai pu le faire quand j'étais petite et comme je peux le faire encore aujourd'hui.
Conservation is the key, and if we don't get out there and preserve these marine areas, then we're going to lose them. We're going to lose them not only for ourselves, but for our kids down the road. And now is the time to get out and conserve them.
The National Marine Conservation Areas program is about conserving, for all time, what many of us have taken for granted for far too long. To develop best practices that will manage the sustainability and long-term economic benefits of these areas, it's going to require a great deal of collaboration between coastal communities and Aboriginal peoples, interested parties, and other governmental organizations. Understandably, people are extremely passionate about how things are changed. Only by listening closely to all concerns and exploring all ideas will a shared vision take place. There's much to learn, but the spirit and dedicated efforts of many have already made such a difference. Somebody once said, "We'll never truly know the worth of water till the well is dry, and then it'll be too late." Because what's at stake here is nothing less than life itself. Together we can do something now, so this may last for all time. Water, it's part of us every day in so many ways.